I'm James Spann. This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Tuesday, the 16th. Cold out there today. A few flurries over northeast Alabama, but warmer weather in the days ahead. Let's take a look out the window. Hey, still some snow on the ground at Mount Cheahaw. Not much, but a little bit in the shaded areas. They're sitting at 26 degrees at mid-afternoon. And, of course, Alabama's highest mountain, south of Anniston. Birmingham looking good, a partly sunny sky at 2 o'clock. And boy, look at that shot. That's nice. Demopolis, Alabama, on the banks of the mighty Tombigbee River. That's a sky cam at the Demopolis Civic Center. They're sitting around 40 down there. Still cold over much of the nation. Big cold trough over the east. But that will be relaxing, and the amplitude will lessen in coming days. That means a slow warming trend, but yeah, it's cold. You can see the freeze line dipping down through North Alabama and North Georgia. Atlanta barely above freezing, where they've got clouds in place there. And there's a look at our numbers. And look at Haleyville, 28 degrees at 2 o'clock. Anniston, 32. You know, we had a high of 40 today, and that worked for Tuscaloosa. They got 42. Birmingham, 35. But generally speaking, that was too warm because of persistent clouds and cold air advection. And yeah, we see those flurries there. That's the high top radar. I did a weather program in Piedmont today and saw a few snow flurries there earlier this morning. It's up in northern Calhoun County. Watch warning map. Not lit up like a Christmas tree for a change. Some winter weather advisories northeast of here, but much of the country relatively quiet, and that's good. We could use some calm weather for a change. Here's the QPF chart, valid through Sunday morning at 6 o'clock, and not much showing up there, just a trace, if you will, for Alabama. And the rain situation for the weekend is a little iffy, and the confidence is not all that high now because of model madness. And speaking of that, let's look at the 12Z GFS at noon tomorrow. Still got the trough over the east and still some energy coming to the base of the trough. You can see those yellow spots in there. And so we figured the day will be partly sunny and there's still cold air advection. So a high in the low 40s probably would be best, maybe low to mid 40s. And we'll call it partly sunny. I don't think the day will be completely sunny. Thursday should be a sunny day, and you can see how the warm-up is beginning. Maybe we'll be up there toward 50, and then Friday, that's when we might see low to mid-50s. I think the guidance is way too warm. They're spitting out highs in the low 60s. That looks unreasonable based on those thermal values. And you see the rain breaking out over Oklahoma and some snow, in fact, over there, parts of Kansas and Missouri. Well, look at Saturday, and you can see just this very fast zonal flow across the southern states. And again, that's going to present kind of a forecast challenge, trying to time out the ripples coming along in that flow. There's a look at midday Saturday, and that's got that little batch of rain kind of slipping into northwest Alabama, and that would suggest maybe some light rain or a shower Saturday afternoon or Saturday evening. Every run is looking different on the timing of this thing. We've seen the suggestion of Friday night, now Saturday evening. We're just going to mention the chance of a shower Saturday and kind of leave it at that, and it doesn't look like a big deal one way or the other. And then Sunday, all of a sudden, we've got a boundary that's set up just north of us, and this is suggesting the better rain on Sunday would be north of us with much of the day dry, and Monday of next week looks dry. So I think you have to mention the risk of a shower along the way at some point this weekend, a time or two, but it certainly doesn't look like a big rain event. Look at the cold air up there in Canada. Very cold. We'll have to watch that. And there's Tuesday. And again, we do begin to see some colder air creeping in here. Let's dig out there 5 more days. The 28th, this is the end of the month. Interesting look there. We've got this trough off to the west. It looks awfully wet. There is no cold air involved here. And that would be wet. But again, you know that AO, we've shown you the chart 10 million times. I'm not so sure this is right. And then the next day, that low develops and pulls northeast, and it starts to turn cold. And on the 2nd of March, it gets cold, really cold, with our high-amplitude pattern back, and that looks cold and flurry-ish and all that kind of stuff. So, again, confidence out here is just not that good. I think temperatures will stay below average, generally speaking, for the rest of the month, and who knows, we might see another winter weather threat or two along the way. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 7 a.m. tomorrow. And if you are local to us, we invite you to watch us on TV this evening, ABC 3340 in Birmingham at 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful evening, and God bless.
Each day, there are new stories to tell about the people who live here and the place we call home.
All of the faces that I see, all of the places close to me, they're all part of all the best things about home.
Sharing your stories on ABC 3340, Alabama's news leader.